Hey y'all. Wow, it's been raining here today, a lot. And the sun finally came out and now it looks cloudy again. It is around 4:30 p.m., I believe. And I have some things to show you. This week I stitched a lot because my husband went out of town on Tuesday afternoon, and I knew he was gonna be gone until today, which is Friday. And so I just did me stuff. But today I dedicated to cleaning, because when he is out of town, I don't do anything. Usually, okay, so this is how it usually works. So he was going out of town, not for business. He wasn't working. It was more of a play thing for him. He went with some people he works with. So it was kind of like, I guess, I'm sure they talked about work, but they went like quail hunting, I think. They went to some plantation in South Georgia. Some really nice place. And it's a trip that he's had planned for a long time. And he was kind of bummed because it turns out that hurricane, tropical storm, or whatever it was, it wasn't even in the plans. And then all of a sudden, we looked at the news and all of a sudden it was there. I just feel like there wasn't as much warning as the other hurricanes, maybe because it wasn't a big one. And so I hope that everyone's okay from that. We, here where I live in Georgia, we've just had rain today. And anyway, I said, why don't you just go a day early so you can get like a full day of your excursions. Anyway, so he went a day early, and he was supposed to leave on Wednesday, but he ended up leaving on Tuesday. And so they had a wonderful, beautiful day. And then on Wednesday, and then it rained. Not until yesterday afternoon. And then it stopped raining and it moved this way. And then, anyway, his trip was great. His trip is great, and he's on his way home, so that's why I'm making a video. But while he was gone, I just did whatever I wanted. I ate whatever I wanted. I didn't clean anything, and I stitched. And I watched movies and TV shows, and I pretty much lived up in this craft room for the entire 3 days. It was awesome, and I loved it. We've had, and that's okay. But today I dedicated, I was like, okay, I gotta like make it look like my house is not a disaster. I usually I usually like I always in my bed, even when no one's here, because I just like to have my bed made. And then I always keep things picked up, and I clean every week. I just like to do certain areas. But there's nothing like coming home and having your house feel like it's like freshly cleaned, and I knew that I wasn't going to pay to have someone come and do it, and I wasn't going to do the whole thing, because I usually do have someone come and clean like every maybe month and a half, just so I can get everything cleaned at one time. But in between those days, I clean, and I clean every week. But I want it to appear like someone had been here to clean, but it was really me. And so I spent a good just 2 hours today, and I just like spot cleaned, and I just made sure like I swept, and I like made sure all the countertops and the stove was cleaned off. And since I just basically cooked in the microwave while he was gone, I made sure the microwave was wiped out. And then I cleaned the toilets if they needed to be done, which they did, and I cleaned those. And then I kind of sprayed like some Pledge on a paper towel and just kind of spot dusted some areas. Anyway, I got it looking good. And it looks like, you know, it's like all at one time. Now this is just the main, not up here and not down the basement. I only did the main level of our house because really that's where we spend a majority of our time, is there. We never come up here. I mean, I come up to this room, but the rest of the house doesn't get used up here. It's where my boys' rooms were and the guest bedroom, and then down in the basement, we don't go down there. So it's like, you know, it's not that hard, I guess, but you know, I wasn't going to go full on cleaning, but it just kind of seems like it. And so it'll be nice when he gets home in like, I don't know, an hour or whenever he's going to be home. And it stopped raining, so I'm not nervous about him coming home. He said it's not raining anymore, so that's good. So I hope that anyone who was in the path of this hurricane or experienced flooding or anything, I hope you're okay. We're good here. So, okay, we'll get to stitching, and there's a couple of things I want to show you. First of all, I finished something. I don't think I've made a video since we went to the beach. Okay, so the week before Halloween, like the Tuesday through Sunday, Halloween was on that Monday, we went to the beach and we were there, and I took like 5 projects, I think. I took a lot of projects, because I just never know what I want to do. You know, so I just was like, I'm going to take this, I'm going to take this in case I get in the mood to do it. Well, I pretty much only worked on one thing when I was there, and this is what I finished. And I wanted to go ahead and finish it because I'd started it. I think I had about half of it done, but this is the Needlework shop, and it's from Little House Needleworks, and it's from the Hometown Holidays or Hometown Holiday, I don't know what it's called. Hometown Holiday. I don't have the picture of what it looks like, but I did it, and I'm doing it on this glittery fabric. Okay, so I don't like stitching on this fabric, so I will not be stitching anymore on this. It's hard. I don't know, it messes with my eyes, the glitter or whatever it is in there. I'm like, I'm going to finish this. I am going to finish this while I was at the beach, and I did. So that's my finish, and I think I'm just going to try to make it into like a little pillow or something. I don't know what I'm going to do. But I was glad to get that. That was one of those things that was hanging over my head because I knew it was there. I knew I had finished, you know, it was like I was halfway finished, and I was just like, I just need to finish it. So I was so excited to finish that. All right, so then we came home, and it was Halloween week, the week of Halloween, and for some reason I wanted to start another full coverage project. I don't know why I wanted to. I just wanted to. So I did start on one, which I'm going to show you. And then it's like I couldn't stop stitching on it. And there was one full coverage that I started not that long ago, and I decided to not do it anymore. It was too heavy in confetti. It was driving me crazy. And so I was like, I don't think so. This is just taking too long. Like, I don't feel like I'm not enjoying this because I'm having to change the colors way too much. So I started this one. It is from Heaven and Earth Designs, and it's called This Little Light of Mine. And it's artwork by Mandy Manzano. And I actually, back when I diamond painted like 3 years ago or more, I don't even know how long, I ordered this as a diamond painting, and I never did it. I think I may have started it, and I just was like, that's when I think I kind of was like, I don't even like diamond painting anymore. And so I was just like, but I liked this picture. So this is the picture, and I'm sorry about the reflection from my window, but I have to sit in front of the window in order to have light on my face or I'll be in the dark. So that's This Little Light of Mine. And it has the girl with the candle. And so anyway, that's what the picture is. And this is what I've done. And this is on a piece of fabric that I've started like all these other projects. But that's what I've done so far. So it's going to be going probably, I think it'll go all the way over to here, I think, as far as the width of it, and then it's long. But I've done a lot, but that is not a ton of confetti. I mean, there is some, but I mean, random ones, but it's not as much as the other one. So I feel like I'm going pretty fast on it. And I know it's a lot of dark color, but it's like dark and blues in there. And it's kind of mindless the way I'm doing it. So because I'm doing it in the Royal Rose method. And you know, it's just different than having to count. I'm really just having to count over to 10 and then I go down. So it's just different. But I was enjoying stitching this so much. I just kept going on and on and on. And I think I'm like at almost 4%. I think I've done like, and I'm doing it half 10th stitch also. So yeah, that's this little light of mine. And I worked on that for a lot. I did a lot in the week of Halloween. Okay, then let's see, what else did I do? Oh, okay. So while I was at the beach, I was on Instagram and I discovered a like blog, I guess, or someone on Instagram called Pinker and Pumpkin. I think that's what she's called. Let me look. Pinker and Pumpkin quilting. Pinker and Pumpkin quilting. But she also does the cross stitch patterns, and she quilts. And y'all, she does the cutest little houses, like salt box houses. And she has a lot of them. So one night when I was at the beach, I think I was like woke up in the middle of the early in the morning for some reason, just because I was going to bed early. I was waking up early. She has all these ones that you can download, and they're all free. She offers they're free patterns, and they're cute. And they're kind of seasonal too. Like she makes them for different seasons. So she just came out with this one for November, but she has other ones that are like for the fall too. Because I don't know how long she's been doing them, but she puts them on her blog, and you can download them, and they're free. And I was like, ooh! And so guess what I did? I downloaded all of them, and I'm going to keep downloading all of them. I put them all on my Dropbox, but this is the one. It's called Turkey Holler, and this is the one I'm doing now. Isn't it cute? That's good. I mean, the little turkey standing on a pumpkin, and it says blessed on the bottom. I mean, I think that's a really good design to be offered for free. I can't believe that she's doing that. So I came home from the beach and I started it, and I haven't finished it, of course, but that's what I've done on it. The blue, see, okay, in this picture, I kind of like it better in the picture. And maybe it's because of the flash, but in the picture, it looks blue. And in my stitching, it doesn't. It's like a green color, but I'm using like the called for colors. So I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But that's okay. I mean, I still like it, even like this. I'm going to stick with it. But it's really cute for being free. Thank you, Pinker and Pumpkin. Okay, so then that weekend, or that Friday, we left to go back out of town. We went to Athens, Georgia. We wanted to go watch, we rented a house for the weekend to, we were going to the football game. They were playing the University of Tennessee, and we hadn't gone to a football game all year long. And we had chosen that one back in May. We rented the house back in May, and it just turned out that it was like a really big, hyped up football game. And so we just had a really fun weekend. And so I did take some stitching with me. I only took one thing to work in the car. I knew it wasn't going to be sitting around, maybe in the morning if I woke up early. And I did a little bit when I did wake up early, but I'm stitching it in hand. So it was easy just to carry. But the one that I was doing is this one from Lizzie Kate. It is Clara O'Hare. And this is what I've done. So what I did get is I finished filling in her face, and I finished filling in all these blocks. And now I just started working down on the sides and getting this part done. So that's Claire O'Hare, and that's what I did when I went to the football game, or not at the football game, but when I was out of town doing that. And let's see. I worked on one other thing. Okay, so I've only worked on one other thing that I started working on yesterday because I was I know what it was. I was gonna work on the full coverage one again because I was on a roll, but then my tablet died and I had to charge it up. I was like, well, I'm just gonna have to pick something that doesn't use a pattern. I mean, that's not on Pattern Keeper or not on this tablet. And so I picked out, because I have all the floss, started working on the Blessed Are the Sons of Peace. And this is from the Scarlet Letter. And that's the picture of it. It is a big piece. And it's going to take me forever to do because there's all that full coverage. And a lot of it, or most of it, is not only full coverage. I didn't realize this when I ordered it and started it, but it's also over one. It's slow going, but not all of the pattern is over one. So this is what I've done so far. That. Okay, so I finished filling in this flower and then these little flowers around it. I did one of these things. These are supposed to be satin stitches and I'm doing a terrible job at them, but whatever, it's fine. I filled in one of these flower thingies up here that I had done. And then I came down here and was working on, this is full coverage, but over one. It's hard to do. And I'm doing the over one I'm doing it in a tent stitch. Because also, it's not all over one. There are some random over twos in here too. And I don't want to have to stop and change. I don't want to change. It's just better for me to stick with being with two threads, 2 over 2. And then when I go to the over one stitches, then I'll just do a tent stitch and look, it's good. It's fine. It's fine. And it's a lot easier to do. And then today I decided, I got sick of doing that. I got sick of doing that after a while. And then it was kind of giving me a headache because I have to like use my magnifiers and the light, and it was hurting my head. Anyway, so then I decided to go up here and just work on this kind of like border all the way across. So I'm almost finished over here. And then, I haven't added the flowers, but this is like so repetitive. And after a while, you just kind of, like how many stitches you're supposed to do. I did mess up on one part. I counted wrong and had to frog it, but it wasn't too much. But you can see it's going to be, it's going to take me a while, but I like working on it. It's fun. And I'd ordered all the floss And so I had all the floss with me. I mean, I have all the floss in stock. Okay, so that's all I've worked on, which is, I didn't think I worked on a lot, but I think I did work on a lot. Now I'm going to show some haul. A couple weeks ago, I got like in this fabric ordering kick. And I didn't realize, and I don't know, I've got all this fabric. Okay. Well, I'm not going to take this out, but I found this in my cabinet. It's something I ordered a long time ago. It is from Be Stitch Me, and it's in the color Boot Camp. It's Ada, and it's 16 count. Well, I don't really stitch on Ada anymore or 16 count, but I will use it for something, I'm sure. So I found that hidden in a drawer downstairs. And then, let me see. I ordered a couple of pieces from Needle and Flax. Needle and Flax. She was on Instagram, and I was out of fabric. Like, I think I started on all my pieces. I've used up all my like neutral colored fabrics. And so I ordered a few from Needle and Flax that she had got on. She'd come on Instagram and said that she had some in stock and was ready to ship, and you wouldn't have to wait. So this is 36 count, and it's the color is called Fragile, and that's from and I don't even know if you're gonna be able to see this very well, but it's like it's just a neutral fabric. And I wish this was serged on the end though. I don't think she serges her fabric. So Fragile is that one. I think that's one of the new colors. And then another 36 count. And these are all like fat quarters. Is that how you say it? Anyway, this is in Hawthorne. And it's more like modeled or called aged or whatever. That's really pretty. I really like this one. Hawthorne. And I'm not going to read these, but when you order something from Needle and Flax, she tells like a story. She gives like a whole write-up about where she came up with the name, kind of. I think that's really cool. It takes a lot of work. Okay, then I ordered this one from Sassafras. No. Sassy Jacks. This is a pattern from Sassafras Samplers. They send a card, and then the pattern for this is on the back. So I'm not going to turn around. It's free though, I guess. Which is really cool that they sent this. It's a thank you card. But it's Sassy Jacks, and the fabric is 36 count, because I guess I really like 36 count. And it is a fat quarter, and it's in the color Duxbury by Fox and Rabbit. Duxbury or Doxbury, I'm not really sure. And it looks like this. It's got like all this stains and stuff. I have no idea what I'm going to use this for, but I thought it was cool. And on the label, it says, "Do not wash." So, yeah, so that's from Fox and Rabbit, and then they do serge their fabric. At least this one is serged. Duxbury. How is it? I don't know which one. I don't know what it is. Okay, and then I was watching Kim Goldman, the Contented Stitcher. Is that her name on FlossTube? And she was talking about this company called Tropical Stitches and how she ordered some fabric. And this is all stuff I've ordered in the past 2 months. Tropical Stitches, and how she really liked their fabric. And so I went on and I was like, I'm going to order some. So I ordered this, and this is in 36 count, and it's called, I'm not sure how to pronounce this and I'll tell you why. It's either Lucia or Lucia. And that's the color. Another just like neutral. I hope you're able to see. Okay, so why I don't know exactly how this is pronounced is because this is actually my middle name, Lucia. But when I graduated from college and they were calling my name out, they pronounced it Lucia. And then for our 25th wedding anniversary, my husband and I went to St. Lucia. So that's why I don't know how to pronounce it, because I've heard it both ways. And my name is Lucia, and my middle name. And then I've also heard it Lucia. I was so mad when they pronounced it Lucia. By the way. Oh my. Okay. I got some happy mail. And this happy mail, where is it? Is from Kim. Thank you, Kim, so much. This made my day. I don't really get happy mail all that much. And that's all right. That's fine. But she sent me a card. And I'm not going to read that, but I will show you the picture of it. It is a Halloween card. Cute. And she just said that she actually had won a giveaway that I did. And so she sent me something just to thank me. And also she saw some things that she thought I might like. So the first is, she said she found all this fabric at, I guess, a thrift store, and she thought I could use it for smalls. And so she sent all these little pieces of fabric, and I have no idea like what counts these are, but it's like a blue, and then kind of like a, I don't know, rose color, another blue, and this is kind of like a neutral, and then a darker blue and a lighter neutral. And they're not big pieces, but they'd be perfect for something small, like those little houses. And then another neutral. I don't know what count these are or what kind of fabric this is. You can see through this. But yeah, I really appreciate that, Kim. I mean, thank you for thinking of me. That's awesome. So, and that's good, because like these other pieces, I'm probably not going to use for smalls. I'm probably going to use them for something else. And then she knew that I had been working on these Fern Ridge little scissor fobs. And I've completed like 2. There's another one that I need to start soon. But anyway, so she sent me this from Fern Ridge, and I'm not really sure. It's not a scissor fob. It might be a needle minder, but it's called Lambsy Divvy or Divvy. there. And it has all the beads and stuff in there. So this is awesome. I'm so excited about that. So thank you again, Kim. Thank you so much for thinking of me. I really, really appreciate it. Really. Okay, y'all, that's it. I cannot believe this is 30 minutes. Yeah, I think that's everything that I wanted to show you. I'm looking around to see if I missed something. I'm sure I probably did, but I'll just catch it in the next video. All right, y'all. Thank you so much for watching, and I guess I'll see you next time. Bye.